Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm back in my kitchen and I know many of you must be very pleased with that because I'm going to be back cooking some delicious recipes. And the one thing that I missed in Italy, actually, I didn't miss it, but I want now that I'm back is a really nice spicy wholesome chicken curry. And I've been thinking of the flavors, and I love a good chicken curry. I've got a whole playlist of chicken on my channel. That's how much I love it. And I've got this idea where I want to make a chicken curry using the whole spices, using the powdered spices, no tomatoes. So let's see how that's going to work out. So let's get cooking. The phone's ringing. I better answer that. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Let's make this chicken curry. And as always, for the chicken curry, I've got a whole chicken from the butcher's and I asked him to cut it into small pieces. And we always use chicken with no skin but on the bones. So it's a whole chicken. It's quite a large whole chicken which is cut into pieces. If you want, you can use, instead of one whole chicken, you could use just the chicken legs, the drumsticks and the thighs. So maybe around 8 in total, or 10 depending on how many you're feeding, but a whole chicken would be equal to that kind of stuff. So I'm going to first marinate this, and what I need for a good marinade is lots of ginger and garlic. So I'm going to use a good 6 to 8 garlic cloves. They are quite large. You could use, if they're smaller ones, around 10 to 12. So yeah, that many garlic cloves, and that big piece of ginger as well. I'm just gonna peel it. And I've got here 2 slightly sad looking green chilies, but they're really strong, so I'm just gonna roughly chop all of this together. So I'm just gonna get all the ingredients ready in here. So there is the ginger, garlic and chili. Next goes in 200 grams of natural yogurt. Now I'm just going to add some powdered spices. So a teaspoon and a half of salt, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon of chili powder. And now just to mix this. Oh, that smells amazing. So lovely. Now I'm just going to show you the chicken, how it's been cut. So I just get the whole chicken cut into smaller pieces so they cook all at the same time, and I'm just going to get this into the marinade. And all that's left to do is mix it properly so that it's fully coated. If you can, doing it by hand, I just prefer it because it just, I know for sure that everything is coated evenly and properly. So if you have time, then I would recommend you cover, seal it and leave it in the fridge overnight. Obviously, if like myself, you only decided to make this because that's what you want to eat. I have got an hour, so I can let it rest while I get on with some other work. So I'm going to cover and leave it to rest for an hour in the fridge. So the chicken's been resting, it's been an hour, and before I bring it out, I'm going to get started on the masala, which is going to be 4 medium-sized onion, and I'm just going to thinly slice all of them. Nice hot pan. I'm just going to get a good glug of oil, like good 5 to 6 tablespoons in here. And you can even use a little bit more, so like 100 ml, because if it's too much in the end, you can always take it out. And once that is nice and hot, the onions are prepped, I'm going to cook them until they're nice and golden. And this might take around good 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes cooked on medium heat. And in the meantime, in that 10 minutes, I'm just going to get the chicken out of the fridge to get it more to a room temperature. Took my eye off it for a minute, and thankfully it's not burnt, but a few of them are nicely colored, let's just say. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to cook this for another 5 minutes, last 5 minutes. Now that is properly done and ready. So I'm gonna get this out in a bowl with a little sieve on top so I can get all the extra oil out of the onions. I'm gonna cook the chicken back in the same pan. In the same pan, without washing it up, I'm just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of oil. Sunflower, rapeseed, any that you like. And then gonna add some whole spices. So in goes a couple of black cardamom. If you don't have it, skip it. You've got 5 to 6 green cardamom pods, a really nice big piece of cinnamon, 1 star anise, and 1 piece of mace. And then just give it a minute. I'm also going to add a couple of bay leaves. And then after a few seconds, we're going to turn the heat to low and add our chicken. Teaspoon of lovely cumin seeds. Now a good mix. Oh, this just aroma is glorious, absolutely intense and beautiful. Now comes the part where we cook this for 5 minutes on high heat, just for 5 minutes, not longer, before we lower the heat and cook on slow. So this is what we want to kind of just get the temperature going, get it nice and hot before we cover and cook this. So this only takes around 5 minutes now that it's done. So I'm gonna cover and cook this now for around 45 minutes on low to medium heat, between low to medium heat, not too low, otherwise it won't cook, and not too high, otherwise it will burn from the bottom. You know the drill. Right, it has been exactly 50 minutes because I got distracted. Never mind. Let's see. Wow. Right, it's definitely cooked because it's breaking apart while I'm stirring it. So that chicken is done. Just need to add a couple more things. Just adding a tablespoon of double cream, 2 tablespoons actually, and a good 2 tablespoons of dried fenugreek leaves, kasuri methi. You can find it in Asian shops quite easily. And now I'm just going to give it a nice mix. It literally, because I cooked it for 5 extra minutes, it's just falling apart. Oh my god, it's literally falling apart. I can't help it. I need to stir this though. Right, I'm going to plate this up. And now the best bit. And that, my friends, is onion masala chicken curry. Such a simple recipe, and I know I should have cooked it for 45 minutes, 45 minutes, but I got distracted. I thought, oh, I'll leave it for 10 extra minutes, and now the chicken is literally falling apart. Nothing wrong in that, absolutely nothing, which means it's cooked properly, cooked through, which is fantastic. And obviously I have got to try this. My mouth is watering. This is exactly what I was dreaming of now that I am back home. Don't need a fork and knife, literally a spoon, and it's there's so many onions. Don't shy away from using all the ones that you have fried. You know what I want to do? I'm going to make a pot of cumin rice, pile chicken on top, and then eat it by hand. Oh, this is absolutely incredibly delicious. It's amazing. I hope you are going to try this. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see you back here with another new recipe very soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, this is, look, it's just look, right? Look, it's just, I'm not even using any kind of pressure to peel it open. It's just, and don't worry, this is for my family. I'm not going to serve it to anyone else in case anyone comments saying you're double dipping. Wow, 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 gorgeous.